Yeah, so this is my video on Windows 11 operating system. Uh, so I installed this OS on 5th October via the what we say the Windows 11 assistant. So if we see Windows, you can get this right now without the thing popping up in the settings updates, right? So you just go over here, Windows 11 download. You get this Windows 11 installation assistant. Just download it, open it, you'll get it done. It's as simple as that. So what we see over here is the start, the taskbar, right? So we find this start in the left, though it's in the center. So yeah, and when we go to start, so that's how this pops up, right? uh, so in Windows 10 you had this icons, taskbar items, where you could just keep it open, right? So here we got no options like that, so you need to just click and drag it and it will stay there, and if you want it out you need to manually drag each of them out and keep it so we got a change over here in the what we say, the network or whatever we call it. So there we had a Windows like Wi-Fi thing coming out of there, and Bluetooth. Like we had three options over here: Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi and what we say, Bluetooth and airplane mode, I guess. So yeah, this is how we had it in Windows 10. And yeah, basically I had the latest version of Windows 10 before updating to this Windows 11. So 21H1 was the WinVer. So WinVer for this is 21H2 as we see, and 22000 is the build number. And it's a stable version, so which is not stable. I'll come to this right now. So um, I'll tell you what's changed. So if we see here, we got this divide and rule policy from here. You can just make it left, right, center, however you want to deck those things. And if you see here, so we have the rounded corners which we didn't have over here. One more thing, all tab gives you each and every tab separately of if it's open in Edge. I think that came in the latest version of Edge on Windows 10 itself, but I never came across it working. So yeah, so those are some major things. Yeah, one more thing, the main thing, when we used to open these images, right? You remember we used to get a black screen when you open this images app, but right now it's sorted. So as soon as you open that, you get that immediately. So I'm opening this about PC right now. So just see. Yeah, so it's gotten better. So yeah, I'm using this. I've cancelled out all the things like device name and product ID and all. Device ID also I've removed out. So I'm using this Dell G3 uh, with this i5 10 300H, and yeah, it's a 120 hertz one. The screen refresh rate is 120 hertz, and yeah, you can see this here as well. So we've got some changes over here. Like before, we used to have like, see, we have devices, right? So I'll show you one cool thing over here. Not so cool as you might have it. Where you go? Yeah. So sound. So here we have got stereo or this thing, right? So that we had in the previous one also. Now the main thing is, I'll show you. Mm, I'm not getting that. Yeah, one thing is that you can update your drivers right from here. So I'll tell you what I found yesterday. So you can actually balance it left and right. You can, I think you'll be here. Yeah, you have got app-wise distribution for apps as well. Yeah, we'll leave that for now, I guess. Where did I go? Okay, I don't think I'll get it right away. So first thing we see this thing, right? Now we have got some rounded corners and you know mm, this also has gotten rounded. It used to be a perfect square, now it's a rounded rectangle. Not a perfect square, perfect quadrilateral if you might say. But yeah, now it's gotten a bit rounded. One more thing here, the folder pictures are directly accessible from here, like it's a slideshow or whatever you may call it, uh, floating, you know, gallery type. And of course, with the left and right arrows, you can move. So this is my wallpaper folder, and you can just take it away and just like this. You can view it together and delete favorite and all. So we've got some changes here, so I'll just remove this step. Okay, and go back to the about PC. So there's a good change over here, and see when we go inside, you've got some going back option right from there. You don't need, and this stays in all the time. Before you used to go inside and then the entire page used to change, right? So now this is fine. This is quite good UX, and you've got this full screen option over here, yeah, right? Okay. Moving on to the next thing. When you install this, you will come to know that you have got Microsoft Teams installed, pre-installed with that. You have got no option, so you just need to uninstall once you have completed the installation of Windows 11, right? So you don't have an option while choosing, while installing Windows 11, you don't have that option to remove or whatever. So I have removed the I'll tell you one thing to be cautious about that. Actually, so you remember in Windows 10 we had, if you remember, we used to have this temperature and this thing, news and all. So that has moved to widgets, this thing over, which doesn't work at all. So it'll load, and then yeah, just crash, just like that. Same with Teams, it opens, sometimes logs in, and then just goes and crashes. So I've just removed those. So if you are a user of this widgets or a favorite of you need Teams and you're logged in from your organization and you don't have the login, because some colleges do that, like they get you logged in for once and then they change the password. And in that case, don't go for Windows 11. If you know if that overrides the version of Microsoft Teams, you might get logged out. So yeah, few things here. So widgets doesn't work, chat doesn't work, and WhatsApp desktop. We have this Windows version of WhatsApp desktop, right? So that doesn't work as well. It just opens and crashes. I've removed that and kept that doesn't. Spotify works well, fine. And yeah, Prime has changed a bit. I'll open Prime. I think I had updated it from the Microsoft Store. Yeah, Store has got a new look as well. Yeah, so Prime, you get this Prime icon. So maybe it's a Windows 11 thing, or I don't know, because Prime has started offering, add-on subscriptions like LineGate and Discovery Plus, so on. These are additional add-on subscriptions. So it's badge to indicate maybe that it's a prime thing. So I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the new Microsoft Store. So we've got some changes over here. Like we used to not have it like this for sure, and we used to have this get updates over here and all. Microsoft Store. So it's actually very fluid in the OS. At the first look, you will find it as very fluid. Yeah, so this used to be the old UI, search and profile, and yeah, it used to be like this. So now it's more like a tablet version, I might say. The swipe and yeah, it's more like a tablet UI. So you might be seeing some stuttering because Windows, or maybe my this thing doesn't support it. Like the graphics card isn't quite powerful, I guess. I have to set the recording to 60 FPS, so maybe it's because of that. But the screen is 120 Hz and it's quite good. Yeah, what else? Photos. So music we might see. No, 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 not music. Films and TVs. I found few changes, I guess. Not sure. Yeah, so the word also has gotten the same this thing. And if I open word again, so this also has gotten rounded from square. And yeah, if you're using the latest version of word without any restrictions and all, you'll find this to be black as well. Already on Windows 10, that's one being Windows key and spacebar to change the language. So this is how this comes, and it shows you the shortcut as well what you have pressed, or just Windows P as well. If I do, the project will also show in a similar fashion. You can access this mixer, sound mixer, directly from here. So yeah, and Windows Update, you have got a pause thing. Yeah, see, it's a like you've got more options over here than on Windows 10. And yeah, if you see update history, yeah, so we've got something like this. So I think that's all. And yeah, when we maximize and minimize, if you see, so this jump you see, when you make it up, it jumps up and comes down. When you take it down, it goes down and comes up. So that's just a cool, cute feature. One more thing, so if you have got any toolbar, third-party toolbar, like I've got this search everything, which gives me a search. It used to give me a search toolbar over here, so that's gone. Doesn't work. I had a battery bar which used to show me the watt hours and all. That also is gone. So all these things need to be very off if you're using, or if you're upgrading to Windows 11. A change There's a change in this taskbar icon, like task manager icon as well. Yeah, so everything remains the same, just the corners and all are just a bit rounded, if I might say. Yeah, and if we go to app fish, so this also is changed, right? I mean, yeah, I should, yeah. So one main, like last but not the least, I must say. So yeah, we've got this huge change in the you know Explorer. So we have new icons here as well. The you know menu bar has changed as well, sort of. If I go to see, yeah. You've got all this over here. Properties opens like this. Options, I haven't seen it. Okay, so this is the folder options which we used to have. And yeah, one more thing regarding the same, right click has changed. Right click. So this is a custom right click made by Windows 11. So these are the top ones, and PowerShell has changed as well. PowerShell option comes right over here. Open in Windows terminal. Not maybe here, but it does come over here. Open in Windows terminal, right? So it opens the PowerShell window over here. Okay, and yeah, show more options will take you to the old original legacy thing. So here also you have got open in Windows terminal for opening in PowerShell. Uh, I think that should be. Yeah, calendar has changed. It's become lightweight, floating boxes, rounded boxes, right? And yeah, when we used to peek here, right? So we used to have a show desktop. So now that doesn't work. That's gone. You need to just click it. You can disable this also, but yeah, this is the max you can have. You cannot peek to view desktop. So I think that's all what I can say at this point. So yeah, main thing is Windows apps don't work fine. Widgets with Microsoft Teams, like which has become chat right now, and last thing is WhatsApp web. So that also doesn't work at this point of time. I'll show the Windows build as well. So it's 22,258. So yeah, I think that should be. Thanks for watching.